Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and another upload. You might all be surprised, but I'm going to try and do daily uploads from now on. If you can smash 75 likes on this video, I'll be much appreciated. I'm just going to be doing a quick updated championship predictions video. This is where I think teams will finish during this season. Obviously, if you didn't see my last one, it completely failed. I said Stoke were going to finish top. And that was purely because of the money what they spent and having a decent manager like Gary Rowett, and it just hasn't worked out for them. But this is my updated predictions. Leave in the comment section as well what you guys think. Let me know if you agree or disagree, and leave your predictions as well. Right, we'll start off with number 1. I think it's pretty obvious who I'm going to pick because they're already top of the league. They're doing brilliant. Bielsa, the number 1 spy in the country, the football he plays is sensational, and I can't really see Leeds being stopped. I'm going to go Leeds top, and you know, Kemar Roofe, former West Brom player, absolutely smashing it in the league. I think he's got like 14 or 15 goals. He's doing brilliant, so fair play. Second, I've actually picked Norwich. I just think the fighting spirit in their side is superb. I just like them as a team. I think they haven't really spent much money on the squad. A lot of German second tier players in there, and they're doing brilliantly. I think Pucky's their main vocal point, and they've got some good youngsters as well. I think it's Max Aaron's the right back. I've been really impressed with him this season so far, and I think it'll be automatic promotion for the Canaries. Third, West Brom. I can see us getting playoffs, and I can see us getting in the final. Not going to say too much about us because it'll be a bit biased. Fourth, Sheffield United. Now, these are the team I've been impressed with the most this season, along with a couple of others. But I just think the money what they've spent literally hardly anything. And they've got a brilliant striker in Billy Sharp. He's brilliant. I'd love a striker like him at West Brom. He's kind of like Glenn Murray is for Brighton. He's not really highly rated. He's very underrated, I think. And I think their manager, Chris Wilder's got to take a massive amount of credit for how well they're doing. Like I said, just come up from League One and hardly spent any money, and they're in the position they are. I've been impressed with them this season. Number 5, Middlesbrough. I hate to say it, but because I hate Pulis. Probably one of the most boring managers in English football, but he'll somehow scrape his way to the playoffs, which I don't think he'll get. Number 6, Derby. Now, I do like Derby. Like, they've got some decent players, and I think Lampard's doing an okay job for his first season. I think they'll get playoffs, but I don't think they'll go up. Number 7. Now, I've been impressed with these in recent weeks. You know, some of the players have got Grosky, and I'm sorry if I butcher these names, Jared Bowen, Fraser Campbell, and Nigel Atkins as the manager. I think they're brilliant. 6 wins in 6 games, I think it is from now, and I can see them just missing out on the playoffs. But to be honest, I was a bit stuck on Derby and Hull, and it wouldn't surprise me if Hull finished where I've predicted Derby. But yeah, number 8 as well. QPR, good team, doing really well this season. Kind of overachieving if you ask me. They've got some good players. Ezzy's one of them, the striker. Luke Freeman, who we got linked with. And their manager as well, Steve McLaren. I think he's got to take a massive pat on the back as well for what he's doing. Number 9, Bristol. Not too much to say about them. I just think they're, you know, a mid-table, well, a bit higher than mid-table championship side. Swansea, good young side, to be honest with you. I think Dan James, their winger, is a brilliant player. Ollie McBurney as well. Relatively young squad. I don't think they'll have enough experience to be in the playoffs this season, but you never know. 11th, Forest. Just appointed Martin O'Neill as their new manager. Let's see what he does. I was a bit surprised that Karanka went, as he wasn't really there that long. But Forest do get rid of managers pretty quickly. Number 12, mid-table for me, Aston Villa. I think since injury with Jack Grealish, they haven't really been the same. They got a massive boost when they kept Tammy Abraham, but I can't really see them doing anything. I just think they're quite poor this season. 13th, I'm going to go with Blues. Gary Monk doing a decent job for them. I don't think they're good enough to go up though, to be honest with you. They've got some good players like Che Adams and Jutovic and some other players, but I can't see them going up. 14th, Stoke. I just think they've been awful this season, massively underachieving. And I think that's massively down to the players. You know, Gary Rowett, in my opinion, is a good manager, but something wasn't right at Stoke. And I think there's a lot more going on in the, like, behind closed doors, what people don't know about, but I'd see them getting 14th. 15th, I'm going to go with Blackburn. I think Bradley Dack and Danny Graham are a massive part to their season. And, you know, I think a lot of Blackburn fans would take that, to be honest. 16th, Sheffield Wednesday. Adam Reach is about their best player, in my opinion. Don't really know a fat lot about them, but yeah, I can see them getting 16th. 17th, Brentford. I think they've got some good players, to be honest with you. Chris Mepham, who's in talks with, I don't want to say Bournemouth, I think it is. And I can see him going, to be honest with you. So I would have said a bit higher for Brentford, but they're going to be losing a couple of players, I think. Neil Mapai as well, one of the top scorers in the league. Ollie Watkins, just to name a few. I think they're underachieving this season, to be honest with you, but I can't see them finishing above 17th. 18th, Millwall. Not really too much to say about them. I think they'll stay in the league. 19th, Preston. I do like that Callum Robinson, who's in the Preston side, to be honest with you. I think he's a good player. Former Villa player. I can't see Preston finishing that high in the table, though. This is where it starts to get a bit difficult. 20th, I've gone with Wigan. I think Will Grady's a good player. I think they're okay. They're a bit inconsistent, but they do manage to pull off wins. And now this one was really difficult, but I've gone with... You ain't going to believe it. Well, you probably are, because I'm going to say it. But 21st, I'm going to go with Ipswich. I think they'll just stay in the league. Like, just... I think the signings, what they've made, are good. James Collins, experienced centre-back. Alan Judge. You know, they're spending a bit of money, which could help them stay in the league. 22nd, I'm going to go with Rotherham. I'm sorry, Rotherham fans, but I don't think you'll manage to stay up. I just don't think you're good enough, to be perfectly honest. You haven't got the funds to improve, and that's not your fault. But you know what? Fair play to the Rotherham fans, like, supporting their team through thick and thin. And it's the same with the other fans I'm going to read out. I think 23rd will be Reading. They've been awful. Like, literally, they've been so bad this season. And I feel sorry for the fans, to be honest with you. But now, Bolton fans, I am extremely sorry that I've had to put you bottom of the table. I just don't think you're good enough to stay in the league. There's a lot of stuff going on at Bolton. A lot of fans boycotting the games. Your owner's not paying your players money, which has now been resolved, but it really doesn't help with the club's morale. And I can see you going down rock bottom. But yeah, guys, that was my championship predictions updated. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.